If you're watching this, you must love horror, science fiction, B-movies, and weird tales. You can help spread that love by signing up at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah. There you can help support the production of Lord Blood-Rah's Wrackin Theater, presenting the best, worst, and wildest horror and science fiction films ever made. Lord Blood-Rah's Wrackin Auditorium, the podcast featuring chilling old-time radio horror shows best listened to in the dark. And Capt and Paxar's Star Cadet Hour, the kind of show kids in the 60s and 70s would run home from school to see, featuring classic science fiction heroes like Flash Gordon, Tom Corbett Space Cadet, Captain Zero, and many more. Plus, if you sign up, you'll have exclusive access to content available nowhere else, like Lord Blood-Rah's B-movie reviews, radio episode commentaries, and more. Sign up today at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah for the love of horror.
Attention, Star Cadets! Stand by for action! Captain Paxar says prepare to travel time and soar through space while facing the worst villains of the past and the future. Stand by for Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour.
Greetings, Star Cadets! I, Captain Paxar, am speaking to you from the secret headquarters of the Interdimensional Peace Force. Today's mission is as follows. Our newest ally, Jet Jackson, flying Commando, must track down a deadly stolen radioactive element that could destroy the world. Stand by for action, as Jet Jackson must prevent murder by radiation.
Flying Commando! On a mountaintop high above a large city stands the headquarters of a man devoted to the cause of freedom and justice. A war hero who has never stopped fighting against his country's enemies. A private citizen who is dedicating his life to the struggle against evil men everywhere. Jet Jackson.
All right, Tut, let's see this new element of yours.
It isn't mine. Dr. Ormond created it. That's why it's named Armandium. He's just entrusted me with this one piece so I can study it and try to work out a defense against it.
A defense?
Yes. It's the most powerful radioactive element in existence.
All right, let's see it.
We're going to see something now that didn't even exist until a few weeks ago. Something that only a handful of men have ever seen.
Gosh, it looks like it's on fire.
Yes. Cold fire. It'll go right through most substances as if they weren't there at all.
It makes me nervous. Close it up, will you, Tut?
All right.
Well, I gotta hand it to you, Tut. I know Dr. Ormond would like to have you as his assistant.
Maybe so, but you were my friend when nobody else even knew I was alive. We were an odd combination. The campus hero and the greasy grind.
Yeah, you taught me all I know about science. I can never teach you anything about football.
Gosh, nobody could ever teach me anything.
Icky, if you weren't the best flight engineer in 70 states, I'd never made it back from that last recon run in Korea. Dr. Ormond, how are you? We've just had our first look at that new element you developed. Congratulations.
Thank you. But there's something I must tell you.
Oh, anything wrong?
I'm afraid there is. Terribly wrong. Can you come to Shellville at once?
Of course, Doctor. I'll be there in an hour.
Icky. Icky.
Roger, I'll get the plane ready.
Good. I'll see you in an hour.
You want to go with us?
No, I better stay on the job. I got a couple of notions I want to fool around with. I never heard him so upset before. Wonder what's up.
We'll soon find out.
Why do people have to make new elements anyway? Aren't there enough of them already?
No, there are only about 100. It wasn't until a few years ago that men learned how to bombard certain ones with neutrons of a different element and make a brand new one, like plutonium.
Plutonium? Is that anything like linoleum?
It happens to be the one they use in making the atom bomb.
Oh, yeah, I heard of that.
Shellville Tower, this is Jet Jackson, aircraft 7700, 5 miles east of the field, 3,000 feet. Request landing instructions, over. Runway 14, roger, out.
Yes. Yes. At once. Goodbye. Oh, Jet Jackson, you're even sooner than I expected.
Well, I tried to be. You sounded so concerned.
I am. Something has happened that I never believed possible. A piece of the new element has been stolen.
Stolen?
Don't ask me how, but a sizable piece of the metal and its protective container were gone this morning. Naturally, I notified Washington at once, and the proper authorities are investigating. But we need every help in finding that fragment of metal. The longer it's out of our hands, the more dangerous it is to our country.
I'll do everything I can to find it, sir.
I felt sure that you'd say that. Matter of fact, we've already cleared it with Washington.
Well, from your anxiety, my guess is you've learned some more about the properties of the element.
We have. Come here. There's something I want to show you. Just to give you an idea of how deadly it is. That looks like an ordinary glass window. Actually, it is 2 sheets of glass, each 2 inches thick, and separated by 3 feet of clear liquid.
What's making those claws work?
My assistant, using the master slave manipulator.
Slave? You mean you got slaves here?
Oh, mechanical slaves only. Those claws are being operated by a technician in another room on the pantograph principle.
That's a duplicate writing system, isn't it?
Yes. My assistant is using his hands as if he were picking up and handling that metal tube. The machine follows suit. Now, all this is necessary because of the highly radioactive property of the element. In the dark, of course, it glows like radium, many times intensified.
Yeah, I remember. Sure does.
It's also highly magnetic. In addition to all this, it has another vital property. 1 small bead of ormundium will boost the explosive power of the hydrogen bomb 100 times. That stolen fragment must be found, Jet Jackson. It must be found.
Sure a job for the secret squadron. We'll send out a general alarm as soon as we get back, huh?
It can't wait till we get back. Attention all members of the secret squadron. Attention all members of the secret squadron. This is squadron number 1, SQ-1. This is a general alarm for all members, north, east, south, and west. Give me your closest attention for a message of maximum urgency. Be on the lookout for any phenomena which might be caused by unusual radioactivity, also unusual magnetic activity. Repeat, be on the lookout for any phenomena which might be caused by unusual radioactivity, also magnetic activity. Should any come to your attention, contact Secret Squadron Headquarters at once on your pocket locators. This is an emergency.
Well, looks like we're up against another dead end.
We've been on enough wild goose chases to stock a game preserve.
How about all those radio and TV sets I've fixed?
Yeah, we ought to start a repair business.
You know, somewhere in this country there's a stolen fragment of a highly radioactive metal. It can't stay hidden forever.
I tell you, I'm going to have a look at what is in that lead container, and I'm going to do it now.
I'm tired of arguing with you, Luttrell. You know that a few minutes exposure, that can kill a man. But go ahead and take a look if you want to.
The simple fact is I do not dare to face my superiors without at least having had a look to see if what I paid for is there. If it is there, I may be badly burned. But not so badly as I will be if it is not.
All right, hurry up and take a look, but I'm not standing here.
Maybe that's Elenka.
Our boat won't be here for another hour, I told you that.
I know that. But I am so anxious to get our prize out of this accursed country.
Close it, I tell you. Close it, I tell you! Well, I hope you're satisfied.
More than satisfied. It is stupendous, fantastic. I can feel it. With this new element to intensify the power of our bombs, we can impose our will on the whole world.
And by radiation alone, you can kill a man in 5 minutes.
If Elenka does not get here soon with the boat, I'll test it on him.
Calling Secret Squadron Headquarters. Calling Secret Squadron Headquarters. Calling Secret Squadron Headquarters. Calling Secret Squadron Headquarters.
This is SQ-1. Go ahead.
Hello, SQ-1. This is SQ-993. You asked us to be on the lookout for unusual magnetic activity.
Yes, have you observed any?
There's a ship's compass in the store window here that's acting awful funny. And so's my pocket compass. They seem to be permanently magnetized. They're both pointing due west.
Where are you, 993?
San Diego, 1 block from the harbor. San Diego?
This is SQ-3. Is there any metallic cargo being unloaded near you?
No, sir.
Have you observed anything else? Any sign of someone carrying a small, heavy container?
No, sir, I haven't. I just thought I'd report it, sir. Shall I sign off? One more cockeyed compass. Could be anything.
No, wait. Stay right where you are, 993. Stand by.
Roger.
You know, San Diego is just a few miles above the Mexican border. The border itself is being watched. Now, if they're in the harbor area, they may be waiting for a boat.
Icky, get the plane ready.
Oh, no, not another wild goose chase.
We've got to follow up every clue. Now get moving. Stay right where you are, 993. We'll be in touch with you. And you too, Tut.
Right.
At ease, Star Cadets! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment! Stand by for action, Star Cadets! We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
Pointing due west, all right.
And look at this.
That's pointing west, too. Let's do a little exploring, Iggy. You got the Geiger counter? Sure thing.
Can I come too?
I'm afraid not, Jimmy. There's no telling what we may run into. Listen, I want you to go to the harbor and keep your eyes open.
Yes, sir.
Give me the counter.
Boat should be here by now.
It's late.
What's the matter?
My hand feels like it's burned.
It's probably from exposing it to that radioactive element. You're lucky it isn't worse.
It's bad enough. I must get some ointment for it.
I don't think that's going to help very
I'm
much.
going to try it anyway. If Elenka gets here with the boat, he may wait for us. We've waited long enough for him. Well, there is some slight radiation around here, but it's very slight.
If that element was anywhere around unshielded, that thing would be chattering like castanets.
Did he have a bandage on his hand?
Bandage? Yeah, I think he did.
That could be covering a burn, a radiation burn.
Yeah, it could be.
I'm going to get a look at that burn. You follow him. I'll head him off the other way.
Okay.
I'm sorry, sir. Very sorry. Here, let's see if I can help. Say, that's a pretty bad burn you've got there. You know, I'd advise you to... Never mind. I don't need your advice. I'm going to follow him, Mickey. You go get the port authorities.
Okay, right away.
By the time you get back, they're here.
Yes, I saw it. One moment, gentlemen. Put that down. On the floor. Right now. Elenka, for this I forgive your being late.
Let's go quick. Well, what about him? We'll tie a rock to his feet and drop in the bay. Oh, that's good enough.
No, wait. Bring him along. I have a much better idea.
Where'd you say your pal was, buddy?
I don't know, somewhere in this area.
We've searched every inch of it. Maybe we ought to start dragging the harbor.
Bring that container over here. I don't know who you are, my friend, but you will have a place in history. A modest place as the first human being to be killed by the new element, Ormundium. Remove the lid.
Calling SQ2. Calling SQ2. This is SQ993. Calling SQ2. Calling SQ2. Calling SQ2. This is SQ993. Calling SQ2. Calling SQ2. This is SQ993. I've important information. SQ1's in trouble.
Hey, Latrell, I just caught a stowaway, a kid. He was trying to send a message.
Jimmy, keep your eye on him. We'll be right up. A very, very clever device, my friend. But I do not think you will be needing it any longer. I gather your young accomplice did not send his message. But even if he had, no one could get here in time to save you. For in just 5 minutes from now, you will be dead. Open it up. The 5 minutes are up. Let us take a look at our human guinea pig. Pitiful, isn't it? The way he struggled. Turned his face away as if that could save him. I'm afraid our unknown friend is a martyr to science.
It's only going to take 5 minutes. We've got a corpse on our hands. What do you want to do, throw him overboard?
Go ahead. There will be some radioactive fish in the harbor after they have dined off him, but we will not be here to eat them.
Don't be too sure, my friend.
Puts his head out of that hatch, we'll blast it off.
All right, hold it. All right, you. You seem to be the leader. Call off your men or you'll get it. Joe, Zelenka, drop your gun. All right, you drop your gun and the kid will get it. You heard him. It's the boy's life or yours.
Don't let him stop you, Jed Jackson. Don't let him stop you.
I will not rely on anything so uncertain as radioactivity. Bullets, plain old-fashioned bullets, will be good enough for me and for you, my friend.
Ahoy, the launch.
Ahoy, the launch. Jet Jackson.
Yes, this is Jet Jackson.
Tell those men with you to throw their guns overboard.
You heard him.
Go ahead. You heard him.
Take charge, Jet Jackson. Bring her into the dock.
Swing her around and take her back to breakwater.
Luckily, Jimmy's message lasted just long enough for me to get a fix in the direction it was coming from.
Jimmy, you not only saved Jet Jackson's life, you prevented our country's enemies from stealing something they might have used to destroy us.
And you find we haven't forgotten, any of us, when the time comes for you to pick a college you want to go to.
And I hope it's mine. There's one thing I don't understand about the whole story. Why weren't you killed when you were exposed to that radiation?
Well, it's very simple. Oh, didn't I tell you about my new flying suit?
No.
Yeah. Tut lined it with the material he developed for radiation protection.
Oh, that was a wonderful idea.
Oh, I don't know. It was pretty uncomfortable. Like winter woolies.
Winter woolies.
Yeah. Tut, you're a wonderful scientist, but you'd never make a tailor. Attention, all Secret Squadron members and fighters for justice everywhere. Next week, we will take off on another perilous mission to witness a secret test of America's newest super weapon, a guided missile that seeks out enemy bombers and blasts them from the sky. Enemies of our country will stop at nothing to steal the secret of this electronic killer. We will rendezvous at this station, same hour, in exactly 7 days. Be sure to be with us.
Star Cadets, the first phase of our mission was a rousing success. Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment.
If you're watching this, you must love horror, science fiction, B-movies, and weird tales. You can help spread that love by signing up at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah. There you can help support the production of Lord Blood-Rah's Wrackin Theater, presenting the best, worst, and wildest horror and science fiction films ever made. Lord Blood-Rah's Wrackin Auditorium, the podcast featuring chilling old-time radio horror shows best listened to in the dark. And Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour, the kind of show kids in the 60s and 70s would run home from school to see, featuring classic science fiction heroes like Flash Gordon, Tom Corbett Space Cadet, Captain Zero, and many more. Plus, if you sign up, you'll have exclusive access to content available nowhere else, like Lord Blood-Rah's B-movie reviews, radio episode commentaries, and more. Sign up today at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah for the love of horror.
Welcome back, Star Cadets. I, Captain Paxar, will now brief you on the second phase of our mission. Flash Gordon must travel to a demented planet where love and kindness are considered crimes. Stand by for action as Flash Gordon battles Akim the Terrible.
Of the universe, ruled by King Akim, where brotherly love is considered a weakness, where cruelty, hate, and lawlessness are virtues, and where murder is commonplace. This is a street in Tranto, the capital of Karen. It is broad daylight, and yet there is a feeling of fear, the fear of a dark, moonless night. This is a man of Karen, a man who has lived outside of the laws of Karen because, and listen well, because he is an honest man. His mission this morning is to escape. Escape to another planet where he can live in dignity and without fear. But escape from Karen is not easy. These lurk in every corner, waiting for their prey.
Let's see my briefcase.
All three of them?
And for those who would help the helpless, there is no mercy. These offenders must answer to the highest law, the highest authority of Karen, the king himself.
You are under arrest. Come on.
And so a man whose crime was honesty, whose ambition was to live in peace and dignity and without fear, has his life dream and all his possessions torn from him in a matter of seconds. This is Karen, the stronghold of Akim, the Terrible.
As you can see here, Avo, there have been improvements.
It looks beautiful. Beautiful.
It's good to have you back, Avo. But how goes our campaign?
In some ways, very well, Your Majesty. But as long as the Galaxy Bureau of Investigation polices the galaxy, we cannot make the headway you desire.
But their leaders have a prize. Every man has a prize.
So I thought, Your Majesty. But as dedicated as you and I are to spreading the doctrine of evil, so are they of the GBI devoted to spreading the doctrine of good.
Then they must be destroyed.
That is easily said, sire. But to destroy such men who have strength, brains, and the support of every government in the galaxy is not so easy.
Destroy their leaders. Do that, and the rest will fall apart.
That is true, but to destroy Commissioner Herrick, Dr. Sarkov, or even Dale Arden, Sarkov's assistant, is practically impossible.
Why? I can sing of 100 ways.
And there's always Flesh Gordon to contend with.
Flesh Gordon. All your reports are full of him. The coup on Remo smashed by him. The attempt to take over the Galaxy radio power plant of Trios. Discovered and defeated by him.
Yes. If we can find a way to destroy Flesh Gordon, Your Majesty, the galaxy will be...
And what have we here, Sergeant?
His name is Joggle, Your Majesty, an offender against the crown.
The charge?
Breaking the first law of Karen. The old, the weak, and the sick shall perish by the hand of the strong.
And the specific crime?
Defending an old man who was in the process of being robbed.
You may go. Did you not know you were committing a crime against Karen? Against me, the king?
Certainly, Your Majesty. What child doesn't know your filthy law that unless he can rob, cheat, and betray, he'll one day face death by your hand?
That's an admission of treason.
The traitor's death on Karen is preferable to life here, where the only honor is deceit.
Death is too easy for you. You are too eager for it. I shall change your point of view.
All right, torture me, do what you will. You will never destroy my conviction that the laws of Karen are wrong and inhuman.
No. Never is a long time. Well, Jorgo, how do you feel now?
The old, the weak, the sick shall perish by my hand.
Let him go. He will be a law-abiding citizen of Karen from now on.
What is it? I have a message from the spaceport, Highness.
Well?
A representative from the Galaxy Bureau of Investigation is on his way here. His ship has just taken off from Earth and will land on Charon within the hour.
A GBI man from Earth. Well, Owl. That's a pleasant surprise. We shall give him a warm welcome when he arrives.
Yes?
Commissioner Herrick, Flash Gordon and Jill Arden are here.
Good, send them right in.
Welcome home. Good to see you. Want to sit down, Chief?
9 patrol ships out, I see.
Yeah. And all in charted course and in good shape, thank heaven.
Position H was supposed to be the Skyflash on a special mission.
Where to?
Charon, one of the black planets of our galaxy.
That's the stronghold of the king they call Akim the Terrible.
That's the place and that's the man. Somehow or another, we must keep him from spreading his evil influence throughout the galaxy.
Well, if I remember correctly, he has no army. Only a strong-armed squad that rules Charon by fear.
He has no army. But his kingdom is a kingdom of evil. Wherever there is evil throughout the galaxy, there he finds allies, ready to steal, murder, and destroy for him.
Obviously, Akim the Terrible is GBI's top assignment right now. When do we start?
You don't. As I told you when you came in, you were supposed to be on your way to Charon now. But the crime situation is getting so out of hand, I had to.
Send somebody else? Go ahead. Who is it?
Kurt Weber.
You couldn't have picked a better agent. Kurt and I went through GBI training school together, you know.
His record is excellent. I'm confident that he can handle the assignment. But there was another reason for urgency. Orville, Akim's ambassador at large, has returned to Charon.
Why does that worry you, Commissioner?
Every time he's returned before, a crime wave throughout the galaxy follows.
Stardust, sir. Calling GBI headquarters.
That's his hourly report in.
Coming, Commissioner.
Give us video, too, Frank.
Coming, Commissioner.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Commissioner.
Where are you, Kurt?
Just getting ready to land on Charon. Hi, Flash. How beautiful. Seems that I beat you both out of a trip for once, eh?
Take care of yourself, Kurt. And watch old Akim. He's a tough customer.
Don't worry, Flash. I'll keep my eye peeled on the old pirate. See if I can find out what he's up to, huh? Uh-oh. Coming into the spaceport. I'd better decelerate before I wind up in little pieces. Report back in 15 minutes, as arranged.
You have business here on Charon?
Yes.
With whom?
The king.
You have an appointment?
No.
What you really are is a spy.
You've got my credentials. I'm not hiding anything.
Give me your gun. Search her.
Now, wait, that's all right. I'm a GBI agent with full diplomatic immunity.
Yes? The GBI spy is here, Your Majesty. Your orders have been carried out.
Bring him to me.
Your Majesty. What's the meaning of this? I'm an accredited representative of GBI.
I'm sorry my men handled you so roughly, my dear Mr. Weber. You see, we rather admire force here on Charon. But to get to the point, I have a job for you.
If it is something that is within my power as representative of GBI...
Not exactly. I want you to kill Flash Gordon.
Your humor is a little heavy for me.
But I'm quite serious.
If so, you must be clean out of your mind. Flash Gordon is my best friend.
But he is my greatest enemy. He will stand in my way no longer.
Flash Gordon will outlive you, Akim. And wherever you try to spread evil, he and the entire GBI will stop you.
You refuse to kill him.
Need I answer?
Of course not. But in that case...
Star Cadets. Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment. Stand by for action, Star Cadets. We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour.
Well, Weber, what about it? Will you kill Flash Gordon now?
Yes. Yes, of course. I'll kill him.
But you have not forgotten he's your best friend.
Friend? I hate God.
After you have taken care of him, what about Commissioner Harris?
Oh, why not?
Good. Good. But first, how do you plan to do your job on Gordon?
Oh, don't worry. I'll find a way, and quickly.
Here. Take this. It's silent and sure.
Oh, I don't want the GBI to get suspicious. If I don't report back to them in the televiewer every 15 minutes, they all send help here to me.
You can use my teleradio.
Kurt's 5 minutes overdue. I'm worried.
Calling GBI. Kurt Weber on Karen.
I'm glad to hear that voice.
GBI.
Give us radio too, Fritz. Everything all right?
Fine. Akim isn't going to cause any more troubles in the galaxy.
What makes you so sure?
I'll give you details when I get back. Oh, Flash.
Yes, Kurt?
I'd like to see you when I get back.
Sure, when?
I'm starting back to Earth in a few minutes. I'll be there in an hour. Where will I be able to find you?
Well, I'll be in my office for about 3 hours, catching up on some work.
Good. See you later. That takes care of that. This will take care of God.
And now a spaceship heads toward Earth from Capt, piloted by a man with a twisted brain. A brain fevered by a machine of treachery. A treachery for which he is not responsible and cannot control.
Okay, glad to see you back.
Glad to be back, Flash. How are you, boy?
Fine, never better. How are you?
Oh, fine, too. Oh, I see you're planning another cruise.
That's right.
Where to this time?
Canis Venatici.
Oh, that's a new one on me. Is it on the map?
It sure is. It's part of the Crab Nebula, one of the messier objects. Here's the globular cluster. First, we hit Taurus here, Aquarius here, and Scorpion here.
Crazy! Flash, I don't understand it. Kurt's your best friend. Why would he try to kill you?
I don't know, Dale.
Maybe something happened to him on Terran.
Dale, you better call Dr. Zarkov and the chief right away. Kurt, what have they done to you?
Just as I thought. What is it, Doctor? Something has been done to Kurt's brain. That reaction, you see, is the brainwave of a homicidal maniac.
Good heavens.
It looks almost as though he had had a frontal lobotomy. And yet there are no scars on the skull. That's strange. Unless it were done electronically. All right, Dale, the light. There is only one answer to this, Flash.
I know, Chief. Dale and I'll take off right away. I'll make a keen pay for doing this to Kurt.
All right. But before you go, I'll give you a special code so you can report to us without detection in case of trouble.
Right.
Well, wait a minute. If we're captured, Akim can do to us what he's done to Kurt.
I've thought of that. We can try to avoid it. But how, since we don't know what happened?
You and Dale will have to have your hair cut off. After that, we'll put a band of selenite on your frontal lobes and put a wig on each of you.
Do you think it'll work, Doctor? You think those selenite bands will protect their heads from whatever happened to poor Kurt?
I don't know. At best, it's a gamble. We can only try. I only hope these selenite bands work.
And if they don't, Doctor?
Then you and Dale will become killers like Kurt Weber.
Karen, just ahead, Dale.
What do we do when we land, Flash?
We'll go straight to King Akim.
Dig that wig, Dale. Dig that wig, Dale. Don't flip your lid, Flash. Hooray for toupee.
You be quiet, Casey.
Hang on, Dale. We're coming in for a landing.
What are you worried about? Weber has only been gone for a day.
Maybe he has recovered sooner than we expected.
Akim, what did you do to Kurt Weber?
Welcome, Gordon. Your visit was not expected.
Answer me. What did you do to Weber?
I will do better than that. I will show you.
Gordon! Listen to me! Nobody talks to me like that!
What's wrong, Gordon? Feeling in a murderous mood?
Tell him to let me go and I'll show you. Fast!
I will, Gordon. But first, let us understand each other. I'm not your enemy. As far as I am concerned, you can kill, rob, swindle, do whatever you will.
And nobody's going to stop me?
But there are those who will try. Your chief, Commissioner Herrick, for example.
Herrick? Yes, Herrick. I see what you mean. All right, Akim, you can tell your muscle boys to let me go.
get Herrick on the televiewer.
May I ask why?
To call Herrick here, so as to have him free of GBI protection.
Right. If we get rid of him here, there's no getaway problem.
Excellent. Excellent, Gordon. Proceed.
Calling GBI. Flash Gordon calling
Hurry
GBI.
up, Fritz. Video. Quick, Doctor. Be ready to take down the code. Well, Flash?
I think I have the answer, Chief.
Yeah?
We need you and Dr. Zarkov here for scientific research. There's a band of radioactive material around Charon that works on people's minds.
All right. We'll take off account right away. All right, Doctor. What does the code say? Band works. In other words, Flash and Dale's brains haven't been affected.
Exactly. And naturally, we are not going to take off for Karen. We agreed with Flash not to believe anything he said, except for the 4th and 11th words in his 3rd sentence.
But Flash may be in danger right now.
That's true. All we can do is wait and hope for the best.
Excellent, Gordon. Excellent. You are very clever.
Thank you, Your Highness. But you are very clever to have created this machine.
Yes. Unfortunately, its effects will last for only 2 weeks at a time. Naturally, my scientists are working day and night to make this period permanent.
Naturally, Your Highness. And now that I have done you a favor, I have one to ask.
Anything?
Now that I'm on your side, may I have my stun gun back?
Of course. With pleasure.
Thank you, Your Highness. Frankly, I felt a little undressed without it.
Dale's machine, smash it.
What are you going to do with them, Flash?
I will take them back to Earthdale. They're the only real villains on this whole planet. And we'll send a crew from Earth to destroy all the other infernal machines on this planet. And with Akim here in the Earth prison, these people will be free again. All right, let's go.
Great job, Star Cadets! The Captain will debrief you in a moment when Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour returns!
Mission accomplished, Star Cadets. You've all served with valor and honor. Chet Jackson, Flying Commando, Flash Gordon, and I, Captain Paxar of the Interdimensional Peace Force, salute you. You may now stand down until we meet again at the appointed time coordinates, when we will again undertake a daring mission through time, space, and alternate dimensions. Until then, Star Cadets, always remember, keep the peace.